Nintendo Switch games. So I do have a lot less Nintendo Switch games than my Wii U and my 3DS ones. This video might be a little bit shorter, but hopefully it'll still be a good one. I have a lot of amazing games here, so let's get right into it. Okay, so for our first game, we're starting off with a banger. So from the first game that I have here, we have Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. So, Rayman Legends is probably, if not one of my favorite games of all time. And that is mainly because I absolutely love Rayman so much. So, in this game, it's like a 2D platformer. I'd kind of put it up there with Mario as how good it is. I honestly enjoy it more than the Mario games. The platforming is very fluid. It's really nice to control, and there's a lot of different game modes too. Like there's a soccer game mode. There's so many different worlds that you can travel to. And the best part is that in the Rayman Legends, you're able to go back to a previous game called Rayman Origins. So you get it's 2 games in one essentially, which that's amazing. You get 2 full, complete, amazing games in one game. So you play as Rayman here, and you have to save a bunch of little blue guys named Teensies, and they're like all caged up. I forget what the big bad guy is, but you have to save them from him. And there's a lot of different cool elements to this game. If you've never played this game before, I would so recommend it. I would give this game a solid 9.5 out of 10. And that's because, actually, you know what? It's going to be a 10 out of 10. I think it's perfect. Especially because of Rayman Origins, which is the one I was talking about before, where there's 2 games in one. In Rayman Legends, you can unlock levels of Rayman Origins, and Rayman Origins is probably in my top 3 favorite games of all time. I love that game, and it will be in my PS3 collection, so you'll see it eventually. But overall, this game gets a 10 out of 10. Amazing platformer. I enjoy it more than Mario. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Okay, this next game. This is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is a fighting game where you can play as a ton of different characters. And all the characters from the previous games are all back for this one. So, even if you have beloved characters from the past games that weren't in like the Wii U version, they're all going to be in this one. Like some of the examples of some of the characters. You got Isabelle there from Animal Crossing. You got King K. Rool, Simon Belmont, Pac-Man, Greninja, Sonic, Olimar, King Dedede, Ryu, Toon Link, Bayonetta, Squid. There's so many characters. So many characters. And essentially the entire point of the game is that you can play online and you can fight other people online. Or I think the best way to play it is that you fight your like friends or family, like with a couch co-op, so everyone that's sitting on the couch gets to play together. And it is an absolute blast to fight each other as your favorite Nintendo characters. Personally, my favorite character is Toon Link or Villager, one of those 2. They're my favorites to play. Smash Bros. I will give Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a solid 8.5 out of 10. I think that by yourself, if you don't have online, it's not as fun. There is a story mode in it, but I haven't played it because I just never really got into the story mode. I just kind of used it for like parties. But that's why I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. On to our third Switch game. We have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. So, the original Super Mario 3D World released on the Wii U, and this one is essentially the exact same game, just with like a few polishing touches. So you'll be playing as the same characters. You play as Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Those are the four main characters. And they introduced a new ability in this one too. So you can be Cat Mario, or Cat Peach, or Cat Luigi, or Cat Toad. And it's also one of the first like 3D Mario games that have that like level-based system like the original ones did. And it's really fun. The story of the game, I'm pretty sure Bowser steals a bunch of different like little fairies and you have to go find them in each of the castles. It's kind of a cool premise, but I feel like it's done before by the other Mario games. And the cool part about this one is it also comes with a DLC called Bowser's Fury. And as you can kind of see there, you gotta team up with Bowser Jr., which is Bowser's son. And then you have to fight this giant Giga Bowser. And it's really cool. I haven't played much of it though, so I can't give a full good review on it. But I would probably say it's about a solid like 7 out of 10. You know, it's not too bad. It's a fun game to play with friends and family, as most Nintendo games are. But in general, it wasn't my favorite. Good 7 out of 10 though. Okay, this game was pretty fun. I haven't played it in a long time, but this is Nintendo Ring Fit Adventure. So now if you guys don't know what Ring Fit Adventure is, there's actually not much of a back to it. Wow, that's shocking. It is a game where you work out. That's the entire premise. Like, you see that ring that's in her hand? It comes with a physical ring like that, and you have to like squish it together to like perform certain attacks. And honestly, it's really, really cool. Like, I really enjoy the premise of this game because, you know, it gets you to exercise, gets you off your feet. But I feel like it gets kind of repetitive too. But it is nice if you want to get like a nice workout in, you know. So I think it's situational. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I think it's fun that you actually can like attack the enemies your own way. It's pretty cool. And each attack, each different like part of the body is its own attack. So like abs will be its own attack. Arm workouts will be its own attack. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to kind of play it for yourself. But it's kind of like how Pokemon typing works. So the enemy will be like a leg type, and you have to use an ab type workout to defeat it faster. It's kind of how it goes. And the big boss guy is this like super jacked, like, dude. It's kind of funny, but yeah, no, it's a pretty good game. And I haven't said this yet, but I haven't played my Switch in quite a while. So a lot of these games I haven't played in a little bit, but because I've been really into my Wii U recently. But still, it's still a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10 as well. Maybe actually an 8 out of 10 because it's not like a basic controller. It does something different. So I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. Okay, this game, I think, unpopular opinion, I think Pokemon Shield is extremely, extremely, extremely underrated. Okay, so Pokemon Shield is the 8th generation of Pokemon. You can see you gotta explore the Galarian region. And the Galar region is pretty huge. It's pretty big. And the thing I like the most about it is that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that this is the first open world Pokemon game. Like, it's still linear in the sense that you have to go to the certain gyms at first, but you can also see the Pokemon out in the just to see them, which it adds a lot more immersion to the game, and that's kind of why I like it a lot more. I think this is one of my favorite Pokemon games, and I've played almost all of them, and this has got to be one of the ones that I enjoyed playing through the most because the music, the soundtrack does not get talked about enough. The soundtrack is really good, the gyms are really good. Sure, the animations in the Switch era are kinda lacking, but like they just bounce around and then it's kinda silly. But overall, this game kinda slapped, like looking back on it. Like it was really, really, really fun. I don't think it's good enough to get the second one too. Like, I know people that get like Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Sword. Like they'd get both of them, but that's just a lot of money for me, so Pokemon Shield, though, they're essentially the same thing. Just like a lot of other Pokemon games that have like Sun and Moon. It's just pick whatever legendary you'd like the most. But yeah, the combat in this game is fun. There's one complaint I do have, though. I don't think the rivals were that cool. Like in other games, like Pokemon Omega Ruby, my favorite Pokemon game, you have a team that you're going against called Team Magma, and their entire plot line is that they want to expand the Earth using Groudon's power. And I think that's so cool, and it's such a cool, like, it gives you a reason to stop them from doing that, right? It gives you an enemy. But in Pokemon Shield, the entire, like, the enemy is just a fan club for this one girl in the game, which I'm just saying, I don't know, it's not as like, doesn't feel like you're fighting an enemy, But overall, I would give this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. Alright, let's move on to the second last game in my Switch collection. We have It Just Dance 2017. I got this when the Switch first released. And it's a Just Dance game. If none of you have played Just Dance before. So what Just Dance is that there is a list of songs. Like, let me read some out to you. You got Single Ladies by Beyonce, Cheap Thrills, Into You by Ariana Grande, Worth It, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, Don't Wanna Know Maroon 5, like there's from a ton of different artists, and all you have to do is dance with the beat and match the person on the screen's dance moves. So the way you win in the game is by dancing the way that they dance. It's pretty fun, but I've kind of stopped enjoying it as much. I think games like Dance Dance Revolution are so much cooler. I don't know, it's just that nostalgia blast from those ones. But still, I liked Just Dance 2017. I haven't played it in a long time, but I would give it a solid, like, maybe 6.5 out of 10. I feel like there were better Just Dances back then. This one has some alright songs on it, but they're none of my, like, favorites. So, solid 6.5, I think is it, out of 10. So not too bad, not too good. Let's move on to our last game, which I've never played before. But, and I don't know many people that own this, but it's Nintendo Labo. Nintendo Labo. Makes nice tapping noises, though. So what the Nintendo Labo is, or I guess was, they stopped making them, is that it is this box of like there's a lot of cardboard. Like you can see this guy is wearing like a cardboard mech suit. That's essentially what this one is. And you can play like a game where you play as a robot and you use this mech suit to like fight enemies. I don't know, I've never opened it before. I think I'm planning on keeping it sealed just because you never know, it might go up in price. Plus if I do open it, I'm just gonna play it once and then be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna play it again. I feel like it's a game you can play once and then you're kind of done with it. It's kind of like, it doesn't physical Switch games, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Be tuned for the next few videos. I think I'm going to split them off in between, like, I'll do a collection, ASMR, and then I'll do a few videos, and then I'll do another collection. But the next collection one will be PS3 games, so